It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning in front of us.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with Harris. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Going up top. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Robert Spillane able to bring him down. The Dolphins sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, Guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut him down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to pass. Tua. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
First and 10, here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end, that's Pat Freiermuth. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on first down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Pickett throwing again on second down. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now Tua. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coach.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Just another standout play from the best pass rusher in football. Last season, one for the ages, tied the single-season sack record, and unsurprisingly, won the Defensive Player of the Year for the league.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On play action, here's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they finally stop him, but not before he's inside the 15. A terrific return.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Harris running straight ahead. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's another carry for Harris. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 38, Tua. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Play action, now it's Tua. On the move to his left. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack fine. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Emmanuel Ogbah. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll have a Dolphins first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. A run with Mostert up the middle. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Black Ultra.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They faked the handoff. Now Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
There was simply no bringing Harris along slowly as a rookie for the Steelers. He was one of 2 NFL backs with over 300 carries and led all NFL running backs with 74 catches. Along the way, he set several Pittsburgh rookie records.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Take it in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
10 cycles.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options. And while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
To try again after the sack. Tua. It's Hill. Complete. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Following the fumble recovery, Pickett rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki. His second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Pickett. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Tua going to try and throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Pickett to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw here. Pickett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they will take a knee here.
Here we go.
Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Dolphins, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.